Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. How are you, student? Hope you are doing good and you are studying very good. You are working very hard. And now, after summer vacation, we are going to start our studies with full spirit, with full energy. So, today, as you know, I'm teacher Nadia. And I'm going to teach you about social studies. And this is chapter 5, and we're going to start our chapter 5 with the industrialization in the Muslim world. As we from chapter 1 we are studying about the Muslim world, of the Muslim country, about their location, about their climate, about their industry, about their agriculture, about crops in agriculture, about the minerals. So today we are going to start with chapter 5, that is about totally about the industry of the Muslim world. So understand, students. So here we are going, first I will read these chapter, then I will explain all one by one. So I'm going to start my lecture. This industry is the most important factor in the development of the country, as it creates wealth, improves the economy. The countries of the Muslim world have started in this field much later than the West. As you know, West is developed part of the world. So the Muslim world, they started their industry later than the West. Why they started late? There are two reasons. Two reasons are described here. Two major reasons of this are that the colonial power did not encourage industrialization in Asia, as it was the source of cheap raw material for their own factories. And number two, there are not enough high grade in iron or ore, which is the basis of the heavy industry. So why? Because in Asia, most of the people, they know that Asia was occupied by different like British. So here they didn't. The Asia was ruled by the colonial powers. So they didn't encourage. They didn't give the basic facilities to boost up that area, the Asia. So until the discovery of oil, gas reserves, energy to run the factories was also a problem, as there was very little high grade low coal in this region. How industry has developed rapidly now, although it is still based mostly on the local agriculture and or mineral products. As you know, industry now we first get the raw material from the minerals and from the agriculture, then we made in the industry factories to give a proper shape to different. For example, if the cotton, you grow the cotton, get the cotton from the agriculture, then you give it's a raw. So after many processes, it we get the piece of cloth, a shirt, any other thing, like as different kinds of other item like jackets, shoes, and other leather material. Leather, from where we get leather we get from the animals. So after many processing, so at the end we get to leather juice, leather jacket, leather shirts, anything else. So there are different process. First shape is raw, then these factory give the proper shape of anything. So how industry has developed, done this one. Malaysia is the most developed country and produce high-tech goods such as electronic equipments, electrical appliances for local use and export. However, compared with Malaysia, with an area of 333 33,000 square kilometer, and the population of 25.3 million 2007 produced the same amount of the industrial goods as Switzerland, which has an area of 44,000 square kilometer and the population of 7.3 million as in 2007. The difference of course, is the Switzerland has probably reached the peak of its output, while Malaysia and other Islamic countries have great scope for further development. As for Malaysia is a very famous and a developed country, and it is a developing country, and its industry is very powerful and going as successful. So here the comparison between Switzerland and the um, uh, Malaysia is worth note. So following chart shows the industry output on GDPs in 2007 of the biggest non-Muslim industrialized nation and the leading Muslim ones. The industrial output of the remaining Islamic countries are too small to be included on the graphs, as graph is given to show the industry of the Muslim world. So you can check the graph carefully, you can see it and you can understand it. So the next is Saudi Arabia. The industry here is mainly based on oil, petroleum product which are exported. As you know, Saudi Arabia exported oil and produce very large amount of oil in the world. So if it produce oil, so it definitely it will make many other things too. Saudi Arabia is the world's largest exporter of oil. The government has invested a major part of its export earning in development projects for the country. Saudi Arabia also produce fertilizers, plastics, simple mechanical and electrical goods, besides its petrochemical and oil-based industries product. Not only Saudi Arabia produced chemical or petrochemical and oil-based things, but also many of other things like fertilizer, plastics in its industries. Malaysia, apart from high-tech electronic equipment, appliances, Malaysia industries include food processing, chemical and textile, as well as Pewter, Malaysia is major producers and exporter of palm oil. In the previous chapters, we come to know about the palm oil where we get, and Malaysia is one of them who produces palm oil, rubber, mineral products such as tin and oil. The tourism industry in Malaysia is also quite successful. As you know, tourism industry is also very famous. Most of the people in the world, from the world, they go to Malaysia. Malaysia is a successful industry or tourism industry. So Malaysia has a very well developed telecommunication network, as well as the roads, railways, infrastructure, international seaports. If you have tourism industry, so you have to make telecommunication system very good, roads and everything. So that's why, so it's very good in these industries. So next is Indonesia. Like Malaysia, Indonesia also has a equatorial climate, and its main natural agriculture products and rubber, coconut, coffee, and rice. Indonesia has also developed a strong industrial infrastructure based on its mineral product, oil, tin, and its agriculture and natural product, rubber, timber. It manufactures electronic equipments, appliances for local use and export, and uh, there are textile, chemical, paper factory, as well as shipyards in the main port city. Tourism is also successful industry in this region. So next is Indonesia. Indonesia is also a very uh, like very important country, and it produces many of the things like agriculture products like rubber, coconut, coffee, and rice. So in Indonesia has a very successful tourism industry. Many of the people from all over the world, they come to see, to visit the country. Turkey, locally grown cotton contributes to large textile garments industry. Turkey also produces carpets for export. Besides iron and steel, cement, oil, refining chemicals, and food processing are also important industries. Turkey is also a popular place for tourists because of its climate, scenic landscape, and history. Turkey is also very famous and Muslim country, and most of the people they go to see the country, to visit the country, to enjoy their climate. So Turkey produce many of the things they export. So next is Iran. Oil forms the main industry in Iran, which is the fifth largest producers of oil and has over 10% of the world oil reserves. The other than export of carpet and caviar from the Caspian Sea, Iran also produces textiles, petrochemical, automotive goods, plastic goods, processed food, tobacco, and paper and cardboard. All these are the products which produced by the Iran. So next one is tourism. Tourism, where the tourism is. Tourism, the Muslim world is developing. Muslim world is a developing a sorry. Muslim world The Muslim world is developing a considerable tourist industry, especially around the Mediterranean Sea, which is the close Mediterranean, close Europe, and offers a good climate. Extra locals, only a few hours away from major European cities. Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Lebanon, Syria, Turkey are in this region. The Gulf states, especially Dubai, and rapidly expanding their tourist attraction, particularly sporting activities, attract many visitors from Europe and West Asia. In Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Indonesia attract many visitors from Europe, Japan, and Australia. So these are the tourism that's where attracts people very much in all over the world. United Arab Emirates. United Arab Emirates UAE is a federation of 7 states. Uh, as we say, United Arab Emirates, that is a federation of 7 states like Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Al Qawain, Ras Al Khamah, and Fujairah. So Abu Dhabi is the capital of the UAE, like Dubai. It is highly developed and has a strong economy. It is also cultural center of the UAE and is popular tourist spot. Understand? So Dubai is one of the Gulf states jointly known as United Arab Emirates, developed as a duty-free zone by its ruler. Dubai is a shopper's paradise. Shopper's paradise. Tourists from neighboring Muslim countries and also from Europe throng to Dubai, especially for the annual shopping festival. The desert safari is also a popular attraction for those who enjoy adventure. So Dubai is, as you know, all the people in the world they visit Dubai. They enjoy it there for vacation. They came for even for spending vacation from all over the world. This desert safari is also very popular place and a source of attraction there in Dubai. Malaysia, with its picturesque countryside and diverse, as you know, I heard about the countryside, about the village of the Malaysia. I mean, the village of Malaysia is very beautiful. So they are telling us about these Malaysian countryside and diverse culture is popular tourist spot apart from the delicious Malay cuisine and fine handicraft. There are also some natural wonder to be seen in the Lucknow region. There are the million of the years old Temuran falls at Sarawak. There are the equally old caves big enough to park 47 jumbo Boeings in them. Rafflesia is the world's biggest flower, which blooms only for a day. Is found in the island of Sabah. Malaysia earned US dollar like 14 billion from tourism in 2007. It's a very big amount to earn from the tourist. Next is Indonesia. Indonesia, with its rich culture, history, arts, craft, is also a favorite destination for tourists like Malaysia. It is a scenic country with lush green landscapes, beautiful beaches, the island of Bali, with its multi-ethnic culture and its unspoiled coastline was especially popular among tourists. Indonesia is also known for its fine batik and wax printed fabric in silk and cotton. In 2007, Indonesia earned 7.6 US dollar, 7.6 billion US dollar from the tourism. Turkey, on the crossroad of the Asia Europe, has many attractions for tourists. The century-old history of the country and the fabled city of Istanbul, uh, constant, constant, constant pool of the past are of the special interest to visitor. Finely crafted goods, historical sites, and historical sites and where it is Astroside, mountains, resorts, beaches of the Black Sea and the Mediterranean, or some of the Turkey stories, attractions. The Bali is a favorite stopover for people traveling to and from Europe and Asia. All the countries have developed their tourism industry and provide all the latest facilities and comforts for the visits. So Turkey is also famous for different kind of products, and the Turkey's um, uh, like Turkey's industry tourism is also very successful. Next, last but not the least, Pakistan. Pakistan also much to offer by way of natural beauty. The highest pass in the world, Kanrab, which links Pakistan to China, is the majestic Karakoram Range, the historical Khyber Pass, the gateway to the subcontinent, is in the northwest. The northern area of Pakistan are breathtaking in their beauty and grandeur. On on 8 October 2004, northern region of Pakistan was destroyed by a massive earthquake measuring 7.6 on the Richter scale. This scenic region was a popular tourist destination. The cities of Lahore, Peshawar are rich in history, are rich in history, and Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, the seeds of the Indus Valley civilization, Texla, the relic of the Nanda dynasty, are all found here. However, Pakistan needs to develop more facilities and provide security for tourists to attract visitors from abroad. Saudi Arabia, last. Although Saudi Arabia is not a tourist spot, it is visited by the people from special reason, pilgrimage to the holy Muslim sites in Mecca and Medina, the Kaaba in the Masjid Nabawi, Masjid Al Haram in Mecca is where the annual Hajj and lesser pilgrimage, the Umrah, take place. Pilgrimage uh, pilgrims also visited the Masjid Nabawi in Medina. Annually, around 5 million pilgrims visits these sites via Jeddah. Understand? Saudi Arabia is also famous country and famous for its religious activities, religious like a pilgrimage. So here next is first I am giving you short question of chapter 5. These are the short question you have to write in the notebook, and next these are the long question. See the long question and write in your notebook, both long and short question write in your notebook. So here the chapter 5. Chapter 5 is almost done. But I done it because it's very easy. It's very easy. So you just read it yourself and try to give the answer by yourself. Understand? So till next lecture, I need goodbye. I need to say goodbye to all of my lovely students. So till then, till next lecture, Allah Hafiz.